Good morning. This is the Global Stock Investor Show. Welcome, global investors. Today, I'll be talking about the global banking sector, part one. Before I jump into that, let's look at the market. Pretty much, this is looking nice. As you can see, I'm up $100. I'm happy as can be. um, Pretty much, this is my second year of investing. Pretty much, what my strategy now is pretty much I'm developing my own index fund, and pretty much once I hit my first 100, uh, I'm gonna start. It's That's gonna be my template, but my goal is to hit 1,000. But as of now, I am learning to strategically develop my own index fund. So I kind of stumbled across it. I was just doing some researching last night, and just kind of I'm just buying companies, and then I came across like Charles Schwab index funds like YouTube channel, and pretty much the way he broke it down, I was just thinking to myself, holy shit, I am pretty much in the mindset of building my own index fund. So pretty much that's what I'm doing, and I counted the sectors that I have. I'm breaking them down um, more detailed sectors. So as of now, I have 50 sectors. Companies on my list, I have 600. So I'm gonna do a recount later on today for more accuracy, but that's pretty much like a rough estimate. My sectors, I have 50 sectors that I invest in, and I had 600 companies within those 50 sectors. So I pretty much break them down even further than pretty much mainstream the index funds, how they break down, pretty much break down their index funds. So I just is something even to this is pretty much to simplify things, to even break them down even more. So like if a person was to invest in my index fund, they can see the transparency and how it's broken down in the companies instead of just being very vague. So that's pretty much what I'm constructing is my index fund. So last night I got excited about it, so I was kind of like, oh shit, I've stumbled across you know an index fund, because that's pretty much what I have going on right now. I have, as you can see, from 1,000 all the way to $1, and these are companies in different sectors within the 50 sectors that I have listed. So as you can see, it goes down all the way down to $1. So I don't discriminate on no companies. So let's jump into it. I'm doing the global banking sector. This is part one. The first global banking company is BlackRock. This is an interesting company. Pretty much, I'm starting to learn that they're the owners of iShares. So if you guys know about the index fund iShares, they're the owners. So let's look at the 5 year. As you can see, it peaked at about $575 back in last January 19th. Currently in the bear market, so I'm looking to buy one share of BlackRock. Market price $418. About BlackRock Incorporated engages in the provision of investment management, risk management, and advisory services for institutional and retail clients worldwide. Its products include single and multi asset class portfolios investing in equities, fixed income, alternatives, and money market instruments. The company was founded by Ralph L. Scholl Lostein, Susan L. Wagner, Robert Stephen Capito, and Lawrence Douglas Fink in 1988, and is headquartered in New York. New York City, New York. The current CEO is Larry Fink. Employees 13,900. Headquarters New York City, New York. Founded in 1988. Market cap 65.39 billion. Dividend yield 3.06. What's interesting about this company, I did some further research because I noticed Robinhood. This is all they had on Robinhood, and I was surprised. But I found out, they're the owners of iShares. So if any of you guys are familiar with any index funds, I think the three. I was doing some research last night on the three index funds, and where's my notes? And pretty much what I found out was the three index funds are iShares, SPDR, and along with S&P, and then you have Vanguard. So with iShares, BlackRock owns iShares, and then with if you see SPDR and S&Ps, S&P Global owns those two, and if you see Vanguard index funds, of course Vanguard Group owns them. So those pretty much were the three index funds that I were researching last night, just to because I because studying these companies, you have to know like the background on what companies own what. So I found it. I found to me that it pretty much relieved a lot of stress because I was like, wow, I'm starting to understand. Doing this daily, I'm starting to break down more and more like how global stock investing works. So and I'm also learning about how companies are connected, pretty much going more into depth. Instead of just you see a lot of YouTubers, they're just to me they're regurgitating pretty much news that's big. So I mean to me like that's why I kind of wanted to come in. I came in more on more exploring, more deep diving into the stock world and then how it works in companies because they really connect if you really look at it all. But me breaking them down into sectors, I mean, I really can get a microscopic um, view on these companies. So this is something new. So if you guys are following, this is my strategy. So if I understand if it's way over your head or whatever, but this is pretty much my transparency, showing you guys pretty much how I'm investing for the long term. I don't sell anything. So once I buy a company, it's in my portfolio. It's gonna be part of my index. So so basically that's my strategy on how I'm coming off. And other YouTubers, I mean it's cool. I started watching a lot of them, but it's just starting to get boring to me because they just talk about more stuff that pretty much mainstream companies, Netflix and whatever it hits big on news. I mean that's cool, that's their style, whatever. But after a while it's just, to me, I want to get into some new type of information. Really dig deep down and how really the game is played. Instead of just going off mainstream media outlets like that. So, okay, let's jump back into this. Buy 82%, hold 18%. Those two together more than 75%. The second global banking company is Goldman Sachs. And then Goldman Sachs is part of the primary dealers for the Federal Reserve Bank of New York City. I mean, and to me, any banks that are within the is a primary dealer. They're pretty much whether you hear bad news about them or not. It pretty much, well, a lot of European banks that are primary dealers, they're in the news now. Catching a lot of heat, but pretty much to me they're cleaning up. So that's how I look at it. So I went and bought like Deutsche Bank and the Sankey Bank, banks that are out there in the European market, that pretty much do business with the federal government. So those are long time players, and I'm pretty much invested in them. Okay, Goldman Sachs. Let's look at the 5 year. As you can see, up and down. Let's look at the peak. Uh, peaked about let's go $267 on March 9th, 2018, and it's currently in the bear market, as you can see. Be a perfect time to buy. Coming out of it, market price about $200. About Goldman Sachs Group Incorporated engages in global investment banking, securities, and investment management, which provides financial services. It operates through the following business segments: investment banking, institutional client services, investment and lending, and investment management. The investment banking segment gives financial advisory services and help companies raise capital. The institutional client services segment serves clients who come to buy and sell financial products, raise funding, and manage risks. The investing and lending segment includes investing and relationship lending activities and making investment. The investment management segment involves in investment and wealth advisory services. The company was founded by Marcus Goldman in 1869 and is headquartered in New York City, New York. The current CEO is David Michael Solomon. Employees 36,600. Headquarters New York City, New York. Founded in 1869, so it's been around. Market cap 75.83 billion. Dividend yield 1.89. Buy 45%, hold 55%. Those two together more than 75%. So that's the second global banking company. The third global banking company is S&PGlobal. I came across this last night after doing my researching because it was just confusing seeing iShares and S&P and all that, like, who owns what. But that's how I was pretty much trying to dissect and decipher. I mean, a lot of confusion when I see, like, you see SPDR and S&P, like for SPDR. You see they're owned by S&P Global. If you see S&P, you see S&P Global owns all these right here. So if you see iShares is owned by BlackRock. So let's go into this, because I don't want to confuse anybody, because yesterday it kind of blew my mind, me figuring this out. As you can see, nice upward trend. Peaked at $213 on the 14th of September 2018. Currently in the bear market. Market price $186. About S&P Global Incorporated engages in the provision of transparent and independent ratings, benchmarks, analytics, and data to the capital and commodity markets worldwide. It operates through the following segments: ratings, market and commodities intelligence, and indices. The ratings segment offers credit ratings, research, and analytics to investors, issuers, and other market participants. The market and commodities intelligence segment serves investment managers, investment banks, private equity firms, insurance companies, and commercial banks. The indices segment covers investment vehicles, exchange traded derivatives, index related licensing fees, and data and customized index subscription fees. The company was founded by James H. McGraw and John A. Hill in 1917 and is headquartered in New York City, New York. The current CEO is Douglas L. Peterson. Employees 20,400. Headquarters New York City, New York. Founded in 1917. Market cap 46.50 billion. Dividend yield 0.97. Buy 59%, hold 35%. Those two together more than 75%. So that's the third global banking company. The fourth global banking company is PNC Financial. As you can see, upward trend, peaked at $159.28 on the 9th of March 2018. Currently in the bear market, market price $123.96. Okay, I found this company through BlackRock. About PNC Financial Services Group Incorporated engages in the provision of diversified financial services, including retail and business banking, residential mortgage banking, specialized services for corporations and government entities, including corporate banking, real estate finance, and asset-backed lending, wealth management, and asset management. It operates through the following segments: retail banking, corporate and institutional banking, asset management group, and BlackRock. The retail banking segment provides deposit lending, brokerage, trust, investment management, and cash management services to consumers and small business customers within its primary geographic markets. The corporate and institutional segment provides lending, treasury management, and capital markets related products and services to mid-sized corporations, government and not-for-profit entities, and selectively to large corporations. The asset management group segment includes personal wealth management for high net worth and ultra high net worth clients and institutional asset management. The BlackRock segment operates as a publicly traded investment management firm providing a broad range of investment, risk management, and technology services to institutional and retail clients worldwide. The company was founded in 1983 and is headquartered in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The current CEO is William Stanton Demchak. Employees 52,906. Headquartered Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Founded in 1983. Market cap 55.70 billion. Dividend yield 2.91. Buy 43%, hold 57%. Those two together more than 75%. That's the fourth global banking company. Last but not least is CapitalOne. I have 2 credit cards through CapitalOne. That's how I was able. That's why I put them on the list. They're 5-year, as you can see. Little rocky, but upward trend. It peaked at $103.62 on the 12th of January 2018, and is currently coming out of a bear market. Market price $84.03. About Financial One Financial, also called Capital One, is a financial holding company which engages in the provision of financial products and services. It operates through the following segments: credit card, consumer banking, and commercial banking. The credit card segment offers domestic consumer and small business card lending and international card lending businesses. The consumer banking segment consists of branch-based lending and deposit gathering activities for consumers and small businesses. The commercial banking segment comprises of lending, deposit gathering, and treasury management services to commercial real estate and commercial and industrial customers. The company was founded by Richard D. Fairbank on July 21st, 1994, and is headquartered in McLean, Virginia. The current CEO is Richard D. Fairbank. Employees 49,300. Headquarters McLean, Virginia. Founded in 1994. Market cap 39.62 billion. Dividend yield 1.61. Buy 77%, hold 15%. Those two together more than 75%. So there you have it. Those are the 5 global banking companies, and the total investment for these five global banking companies comes out to $1,002.56. In conclusion, BlackRock, one share of BlackRock is $412.70. Dividend yield 3.06. Goldman Sachs, one share of Goldman Sachs is $197.92. Dividend yield 1.89. S&P Global, one share of S&P Global is $186.97. Dividend yield 0.97. PNC Financial, one share of PNC Financial is $121.52. Dividend yield 2.91. Last but not least is CapitalOne. One share of CapitalOne is $83.45. Dividend yield 1.61. Outro. Subscribe to the channel. Comment any questions or recommendations you have. Like if the content was inspiring for you. And share this information with other global stock investors. While you're slaying dragons, I'll be taming them.